What's up, everybody? Got something about to put in the C5 right here. It's from Twisted Shifters, and basically it'll get rid of my factory manual push button shifter. And this company just came very quick. They've got thousands of shift knobs to choose from, and they have the adapter kit for the manual transmissions. So the shift knob I got was, I just got a black one with the Corvette embossed logo on the top. There we go, focused in. It looks pretty good. I'm glad it's not huge. A couple videos I did watch, people's installing these. The knob looked pretty big in the videos, so I was hoping it wasn't going to be too big in person, but this knob is perfect. So it's basically got your threads at the bottom, and I thought that was a nice little touch on the top right here instead of just a straight black one, or red that quite didn't match or whatever. So the knob is pretty nice. It comes with the adapter kit. So I have my spring. I'll show the installation here in just a minute. And here's the adapter kit that is going to go on for the shift knob. I'm gonna make sure I don't drop that in between the seat, because that'd be aggravating to get back out. But make sure this thread's on. Alright, thread's on. Just wanted to make sure before I started tearing all this apart. So my collar that'll hold the boot in place, and it's pretty simply packaged. They did send a pretty cool sticker with it, so that was kind of nice. Everybody likes their stickers. And sent a little Allen wrench for the collar right here to tighten up on. And in this little bag here was a jam nut. Now I've already painted this black. This came in the mail earlier today, and I just painted it satin black. Now I'm going to try to get away without using the jam nut underneath it, but since I have a logo knob, I may have to get it orientated correctly. I may have to use the jam nut, so I went ahead and painted it just in case. But I am going to wrap this with Teflon to try to help this be a little bit tighter. So maybe I can get away from having to use the jam nut, and I can get the knob down a little bit closer on the adapter. But hopefully this will make it look a little cleaner. I like these cars for the simple fact they have a boot around the shifters. Not that I'm trying to emulate a straight drive or anything, but I do like the boot concept. So yeah, I'll just put some Teflon on it, see if it'll make it a little tighter. If it does work and I can get away from using the jam nut, but it still needs a little bit more, I'll just pop the knob off and put a little bit more Teflon on it. But for now, we'll see how that works. So I'm gonna set all this to the side. I'm gonna turn the camera, and I'll get started on this. All right, so I've got some things situated here. Got some tools out. Looks like a pretty simple job from what I've been looking at. So got the car on. I got to pull it all the way back in one. And you have a little, almost looks like a staple right here. So let's see if I can get this flat head behind it. Pop this out. Get that started and try to get that out. What's in there? I try to be careful doing stuff like this. For one, I don't want to go down and poke a hole in the boot. But mainly, I don't want to mess anything up in case I ever want to go back to it. I don't have a damaged shifter. Or if something don't work out and I have to put this back on, I can. go back with the big boy. Try to see if I can get in there a little bit better. T, to be a staple. That thing is in there. Alright. Okay, there we go. That took a little bit. But you can see that staple is right there. I don't know how far out it needs to come. I'm out. Okay, well there it is. Alright, so it's almost like a retainer. So this should pull off, and there we go. There it is. Alright. Now, here's the fun thing is set that Allen right there. Is the Corvette issued zip tie that is holding this shifter boot to this retainer. People's just taking a screwdriver and breaking it. But yes, there is a zip tie holding this boot on this retainer. And there it just broke. So that's what I wanted. So now this should pull up. We'll try to dig out the zip tie. Tell you what, let me go up a gear on this. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right, I'm in third now, and I gave me a little bit more room on that boot. Okay, so there's the boot. Pull that up. Let me unfold this because I need this slide to go behind the retaining washer that came with the shifter. Alright, so unfold this boot here. And dig out this zip tie, this Corvette issued zip tie that was holding this shifter boot on. Alright, so now that that's out and unfolded, push this down. There is a notch down here that the spring would go down and sit on. So we'll slide the spring straight over that, pull the boot up over and around it, and the spring is down in there sitting on that little lip. Alright, so there's that. So far it's nothing to it. So let me find my... Alright, this piece here, you've got an Allen here and here. On this sleeve, well, it's like your guide pin. It's notched out right here on the front and back. You'll basically orientate those Allens to line up in those cutouts. And this will just slide down over that. Feed the boot up around it. Alright, so now right here, you will push this down until you feel resistance on this from your existing pole. So I'll pull this back out. So this right here, you'll push it down until you feel that kind of bump the top of this, because that's what's going to activate your shifting mechanism. That's basically what this button used to do. So this button, push that down, which now we'll be using the shifter to push it down. So I'm gonna put this back on there. All right, we're gonna line it up and about right there. Let me get this boot out of my way. All right, now I'm gonna tighten this up. All right, let me go to the front one. And this modification, in case you don't know, it will help you do 200 miles an hour. And if you put the decal on the back or on the car somewhere that came with it, you do that at your own discretion, because I'm sure you'll break the sound barrier. All right, so now there's that. Take this collar. Basically, this collar will go back down on here, and you'll take your boot and slide it up around the or underneath the collar. And it'll just pressure fit it to hold in place. All right, so we got the boot stuffed up in there, the collar's down. Now, I just want to make sure it's going to shift. So I should be able to go to neutral already, and it's not going anywhere. Push the brake in, push that down, and pull it back. So it's definitely working. All right, so let's try my knob now without my retaining screw. And the only reason I'm trying to get away from the retaining screw or nut, the jam nut, is you can kind of see this a little bit, and I would like to get this ball all the way down to this if it'll go. So we're just going to screw that down. Hopefully it'll go all the way down and I can get the Corvette emblem orientated correctly and it be tight. It literally tightened up right where this needs to be. So it worked out. Now, here's the retainer. I don't know if I could go around one more time or not. Yes, I can. Okay, now it's getting tighter. So that held that a little bit better. I don't know if I can make one more turn. Let me try. Just need a little bit more and it'll be lined up. That is lined up and it is tight, perfectly tight, and it's lined up. So it won't move. Push the brake in, push it down. You can see it springing back up. Perfect. So here's what it looks like. So here's the shift knob I got. It's got the Corvette emblem just embossed on it. Like I said, the company was Twisted Shifters. Twisted Shifters. Like I said, they have thousands of shift knobs. When you go in there, select your shift knob. When you go down to the spline size, they will have a option for C5 adapter. Make sure you get the C5 adapter if you have a C5, of course, and if you have the automatic transmission like I do. And just make sure you get everything. This right here, when I ordered it, the adapter was already in this combo, and I want to say this was maybe about $70. wasn't much. It was $66. That's what's on my invoice, $66. And I got the Corvette C5 flag emblem black shift knob for 6-speed or with C5 automatic adapter. And it includes the C5 automatic adapter. Now you can just order this by itself if you have a manual. This is a good looking knob. It's not too much going on. That's a gold right there, so it really looks nice in the car. And there is a company that makes shift boots for the automatic cars. They're barely slit right here, so you have to actually cut them a little bit more when you're installing them. It don't look like it's a bad install. My indicator doesn't work. My little dial in there doesn't work. You can tell what gear you're in. I mean, it's not that difficult. But I may possibly hit up that company and see if I can get one that is uncut. So I would just cover this up and just come over, and it's just elastic that goes around on the inside right here. And they have different boots you can get different color stitchings on the boots. So maybe a black with a red stitching might look good in here. And if I can get one that's not cut, then I'll just actually go over this indicator and just do a boot in here. So not that I'm trying to pretend like I have a manual, but it would literally look like a manual at that point, and I wouldn't have to worry about this indicator that doesn't no longer work. So if you're looking to do some quick little upgrade for the C5, man, that looks nice. It looks nice in here, and it feels good. Like, you just push it down, slide it up, slide it back, and that's nice. So if you're looking for a little quick upgrade like that, you see how quick that was? I mean, we're 17 minutes in at this point. I did a little bit of showing of the product I bought and did a little bit of talking. So, I mean, that wasn't a bad install at all. I mean, that wasn't nothing. So, yeah, that's a nice little touch for the C5. And I think it looks great in here. Get a little outside view. Yeah, it looks good. It looks nice in here. So, yeah, if you're looking for a nice little touch, hit up Twisted Shifters. Get you a shift knob. Pop it in there. They got all kinds, different colors, different shapes. They got the T-handle Herr shifter styles. They got everything. So if you're looking for a quick little modification, well, it ain't really a modification, upgrade, I guess, then yeah, hit them up. Get you a shift knob. Once again, I appreciate everybody, watching the videos and everything. There it is. So I guess we'll look forward to doing the next thing. I appreciate everybody watching again. Have a good day. Take it easy.